guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Reviews. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. So I started a series last week titled Self-Improvement, and this week I thought it's wise that since the series is on self-improvement, I should start by teaching us temperament. Now, I've done this before, but I felt a great need to do it again because this is what is going on right now. And scripture says it is by hearing and by hearing that our faith builds up. Even though you've known it before, even though you're a psychologist, you still need to know it because temperament is an inborn trait. It's an underlying factor that decides what you do. Like, why do you decide to be moody? Why did you wake up in the morning and you're feeling lively? Why did you wake up thinking, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, and this? And like many actions we do in our normal today activities are prone and come from our temperament, that is, our inborn traits. Now, let me say this: temperament can be modified, like it can be, let's say, prohibited and changed, and that is only through the Spirit of God. The Holy Spirit amplifies on your weaknesses. Now, today I'm going to be talking about just two temperaments, and I'm going to be doing the part two when I'm going to be talking about the remaining two. We have actually four basic temperaments. Now, we must have heard about it before. We have the choleric, we have the sanguine, we have the melancholy, and we have the phlegmatic. Now, before I go into it, I've said it before that temperament is actually an inborn trait. Now, you need to know what your character is. Your character is the real you, whether you are being genuine or not, whether you are being yourself or not. Do we get that? Now, your personality is the outward expression of yourself. How do you react to people? People will say, oh, that lady, she's selfish, or she's this. Is the outward expression of what people see. Now, if you've not clicked the subscription button, please do, because everything we do on this YouTube channel, you are going to be loving it. Alright, so I'm going to be talking about the extroverts today, because in our world, what really elevates our world sometimes are extroverts. Let's not lie, they are amazing set of people, but because of how special they are, we need to understand them in order to be able to relate with them very, very well. Now, the first one is, we all know, is the sparky sanguine. I said sparky because sanguine tends to be a warm, buoyant, fun-loving individual. This person loves enjoying life. Like, anywhere he goes, he lifts up the spirit, he makes friends very easily, very, very emotional. It tends to, how will I say it, tends to want to feel loved and feel accepted by people. They love to tell a story a lot, so much that by the time they are telling it, you are actually like, they tell it in the sense that they are experiencing it. It makes it so fun loving. If you have sanguine around you, you know that they tend to talk a lot. They tend to lift up the spirit of people. They are great motivators. They love to, raise people's spirit up, because that's just who basically they are in. And some of their habits, they are quite a procrastinator. They procrastinate a lot. Another thing is, they talk a lot, and they don't really think deeply before they do some stuff, and they love to enjoy themselves. Now, let's talk about the biblical character of a sanguine. We know Apostle Peter, right? Yeah, that man that denied Jesus Christ 3 times is actually a sanguine. Peter was so much. Now, let's go back to the story of transfiguration. God open your eyes, you're able to see Moses, you're able to see, like, you're able to see Jesus, and you're like, oh, Jesus, let's make 3 tents. Like, that's not what is going on, bro. You just wanted to lift up the mood of people. I know it has more meaning more than that. I just want to say it in that phrase, like, that understanding for you to get that Apostle Peter is actually a sanguine. Now, what are the career path they can go to? They are actually they can go for your salesmen. They know how to engage people. They are your MCs, they are your politicians, they are entertainers, and they make good evangelists. You know that big evangelists are big mouthers. They lift up people's spirit. Now, what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses? Because you need to know so that you can identify whether you are a sanguine or you are not. Now, number one is that they enjoy life. They have a lively mood. It's sanguine that wake up in the morning, start whistling. They wake up with a lively mood and they tend to rub it off others. They tend to enjoy life. They're very, very optimistic. Sanguine are not people that dwell on the past. Whatever that has happened. They look for, like, they live in the present. They look forward and saying that whatever has happened. I look forward to whatever is going to good that is going to be happening to me. That's just sanguine people for you. Then they are very, very friendly and very, very emotional. Like, they are they and tears, they are the same. I even actually wanted to say that maybe Prophet Jeremiah is actually a sanguine because for the Bible to give us lamentation after the book of Jeremiah, it's a serious case. Okay, so these people, they need some gift of the spirit. And it's the gift of the spirit that they need to allow the spirit of God to walk in through them is number one, peace, because they are quite restless. As I said, that they are procrastinator. It's like we can wake up in the morning and say, I want to clean my yard, or maybe I want to wash the car. My dear, in the next 5 minutes, you're already talking to your neighbor and you're wondering what is going on. Like, they are quite restless. They are just drawn to be everywhere because they always want to feel loved and accepted. Now, number two, they need self-control because they are weak-willed. They are weak-willed. And I'm saying it so that we can understand the weaknesses of the sanguine. They need self-control because they are quite indecisive sometimes because they want to feel loved by people. So they tend to always do what people will want. Do we get that? Then also they need the gift of the spirit of humility because they are quite ego-centered. They are quite ego-centered. So that's basically the gifts they need. They need self-control, they need peace, and they need humility. So that also spells their weaknesses. That is, they are restless, they are egotistical, they are weak-willed and quite undisciplined. Please, sanguines are quite undisciplined. They are quite disorganized. Yeah. Now, let's go to Mr. Choleric before I round up today's video. Now, Mr. Choleric is what we call a self-reliant, self-dedicated, self-sufficient kind of person. Like, they are our dictators, those politicians, people that in fact, they don't care if your own will is disturbed just because you want to achieve a personal objective. They are quite practical, they are quite objective. In fact, they can wake up a day and say, let's do this. Like, they make a plan based on intuition. They don't think well. Even if the plan is going to bounce back, they will still do it because of how stubborn and how stubborn, dogged they are. They are self-reliant. They tend to be on themselves, and this affects their relationship, especially if they are maybe pastors, or no, like if they are men that maybe they married a melancholy wife, because they won't see the need to rely on somebody or the need to be helped by others. So people that live with them tend to be frustrated. In fact, if it turns into their relationship with God, they don't see the need for God because they felt like they have this natural ability to be dependent, to be self-sufficient on their own. And they hate details, guys. They hate details, and they tend to get things done fast. They are practical leaders. They can wake up and say, let's do this. They go for projects. They have this keen mind. They are very practical, and many amazing stuff about these people. The biblical character, right? Apostle Paul is actually a very fitting character for this, and you should know that they are career by now. They are the dictators, the philosophers, the inventors, the preachers. They make good preachers though, but they are less emotional because cholerics are not emotional. They are not at all. Love is not on their priority list, but their strengths include being strong-willed. They are very well organized. They are self-disciplined. They are a born leader. If there's any opportunity for them to become a leader, they go for it. They don't ask for your opinion. They are very practical. They love engaging in projects. They are very optimistic because of their natural confidence. Then their weaknesses, they are all tempered. These people can be angry at the same time. Even after they forgiving you, they still carry on grudge. They are very, very vengeful. Yes, they are very cruel, unsympathetic to people because they hate tears. They are embarrassed at tears of people. Yeah, they are quite unsympathetic to your dreams. The only thing they know is themselves. So you can really see that in fact this choleric, they need at least 7 out of the 9 fruits of the spirit. Is that complicated? They are amazing people though, we respect them for their strength, but much more their weakness needs to be leveled on, because they are self-sufficient and they are very impetuous. I mentioned that impetuous in the sense that even if there's something like their plan is going to bounce back, they'll still go for it. Then they are self-sufficient. They don't like relying on people. They like to do their thing by themselves. So what are the gifts they need? They need love, they need joy, they need peace, they need gentleness, they need meekness, they need long suffering, they need goodness. They need all these things. They need to find joy, they need to find peace, they need to just be very patient with people. And the amazing thing is they work well with melancholies because they hate details. Anything details check, they like postponing. Can you see that this temperament, they are just no. So now I just meant of personalities in your workplace, at churches, your friends. They know that, oh, this person just used to behave this out. Now you need to understand whether the person is a sanguine or is a choleric. Now understand their strength, understand their weakness, and cooperate with the spirit of God to help them to overcome it and to help them modify it. And if you've seen yourself, whether you're a sanguine or you are a choleric, please don't beat yourself over it. Is how God created you. Just need to ask Holy Spirit to help you to modify them, and you start working on yourself. Like, you just have to be very, very patient and work on yourself. That will be all today. I don't want this video to be this long, but it's actually this long. So I'm going to see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be talking about the melancholy and the phlegmatic. That is the introvert side of it. I'm going to be talking about the blends of temperament. Maybe if you take 2 or temperaments or 3 or more, I'm going to be talking more about that too. So I'm going to see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a fun-filled week, have a blessed week, and if you've not subscribed, please do click the subscribe button. And if you have a friend and you need them to watch this video, please give it to them and tell them that the part of this video is going to come out very, very soon. Much love. Bye.